Sir Topham Hatt was in his office. The weather had been overcast. Spring had arrived once more on Sodor, and with cool temperatures, work ran like usual. But Sir Topham Hatt felt he wasn't alone. Strange. Wiggles did lock the door last night, and then Sir Topham Hatt heard a ruffle underneath his desk. Who's there? Sir Topham Hatt approached his desk with caution. Not then, he was shocked, and very surprised to find a young wolf pup. Hello there, little one. It would seem you got lost trying to find your way home. The pup was trying to keep warm. Kindly, Sir Topham Hatt found a blanket nearby, wrapping the wolf pup as he walked to the sheds. The edges were just getting ready for their day's work ahead. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. The edges were surprised. Edward spoke up. What do you have, sir? It seems Sir Topham might have found a great discovery. Indeed I have, Gordon. Engines? Meet, well, I didn't give this fella a name. The engines were very surprised. Then, the pup got down excitedly. It ran across into Thomas's cab. He was very shocked. Oh my, seems he wants to play. I'm sure would love to show this wolf off. Now, I may have had a kitten in trouble with me. I accepted that. But a canine? What if it attacks your crew? What would the passengers say? Now, engines, you all have had animal run-ins. Gordon, your cat and, cow. Henry with the elephant. James with the bees. Thomas with my mother's dog, Gremlin. And that violent swan, no less. Percy, the bird from the Whistling Woods. Toby and the lamb. Donald's duck. Edward and Farmer McCall's sheepdog, and yes, Thomas, your, uncharacteristic day, where you literally took chickens to school, sheeps to the market, and children to the farm. Thomas blushed in embarrassment. That being said, we must return this pup to the wild. My guess it got lost trying to find its way back home into the woods. In the meantime, I will have the wolf safeguarded in my office, so that way he is safe and that certain engines don't show off with said creature. Now then. Sir Topham Hatt pointed at James. He looked away sheepishly. Now, engines, off to work. The passengers are waiting. The engines set about once more, with their usual work. However, late that afternoon, Sir Topham Hatt was doing paperwork in his office. Ah, how are you doing there, little, To his horror, Sir Topham Hatt saw that the door had been left open. Sir Topham Hatt rushed outside to see where the wolf pup had gone. The station master saw the concern on Topham's face. Did you see a young wolf pup? I discovered him in my office this morning, and indeed I did, sir. It took off across that field. It's running pretty fast. Maybe it senses where its family could be. I hope you're right. It seems like that pup is on a mission to reunite with its family. That Sir Topham Hatt received a telephone call. Oh, bother that telephone. Sir Topham Hatt answered the telephone. It was the signalman at Crosby. You're not going to believe it. But there's wolf pup that's running at incredible speed. I am aware of that, but where's it heading to? Then the signalman gasped. The wolf pup tripped over one of the rail spikes. It tried getting up, but to no avail. I'm setting the line to danger. Holding traffic. That wolf is stuck on the tracks. Gordon is heading on that track with the express. Flag it down at once, thundered Sir Topham Hatt. Slammed the phone, praying that Gordon would be stopped. Meanwhile, Gordon was thundering down the line with his coaches. The passengers enjoyed the scenic view, as always. Suddenly, in the distance, Gordon's driver spotted something ahead, beyond the bridge at Crosby. Whoa, Gordon! Screamed the driver. He slammed the brakes on. Gordon braced himself as he got closer and closer and closer. The silence was deafening. No one was hurt, but Gordon was shaken. He was mere inches from hitting the wolf. It reminded of his near accident with a group of rail enthusiasts who broke railway safety rules a few years back. Gordon's driver and fireman carefully guided the wolf pup into their cab, and Gordon quietly resumed his journey. I'm so sorry, Gordon said quietly as he steamed away. It looked like he was almost going to cry. It's not your fault, Gordon. At least our wolf friend is in one piece. Gordon understood. Soon, They reached the end of the line, where a veterinarian took the pup into his office for examination. He drove off with the pup in his car directly to Farquhar. Meanwhile, Percy was delivering goods to Elsbridge to meet up with Henry at the junction. Percy was making great time. The trucks behaved themselves, and there was no delay. However, as Percy passed Crow's Farm Crossing, they saw a wolf, a much larger one than before. Percy looked on in horror and applied his brakes, stopping in time. The wolf looked angrily at Percy. The green engine was terrified. What do you want with me? The wolf snarled in anger. She wasn't in no mood for questions. Clever thinking, Percy's fireman dialed Elsbridge on his handheld device. The warning was issued across the main line, and Henry had just arrived at the platform and was confused. There's no danger, not that I see. Percy's in danger. I just got off the phone with Percy's fireman. It seems the mother wolf has him hostage. Gordon is heading down the Farquhar branch as he has the pup in tow. Gordon's fat weight will break the rails. Can't Harold or Bertie help? Sorry, Henry. I'm waiting for Thomas with his pastures. As for Harold, he's on patrol. Remember, Henry, Gordon was the only engine strong enough to pull Thomas out of the landmines. Didn't they die in a parallel universe only for their faces to be saved and placed onto newer bodies? Richard Jordan's story was legendary. Please revive your link, please! Gordon chopped carefully along the line. Fortunately, the rails were strengthened back in 2008, so he could travel on the line in emergency situations. The rails, however, would not be able to take the weight of engines like Henry, Hank, Murdoch, or even Vulcan. The wolf mother snarled, gnashing her teeth. Percy was holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Then Gordon's whistle could be heard. He popped carefully towards the adult wolf. She turned around facing the NWO's number 4. I believe we ran into your little friend. The wolf pup hopped out of the cab, both reuniting happy to see one another. Percy breathed a sigh of relief. The mother smiled and howled in happiness before she and the wolf pup ran off into the wooded forests beyond. Let's spread the word, Percy. After all, like you told me a long while ago, I'm a good teacher. Gordon buffed up to Percy, and together they headed to Elsbridge. The news spread like wildfire. Sir Thomas was so thankful that the wolf pup and mother were reunited and safe within the forests of Sodor. That night, as the engines drifted off to sleep, Percy and Gordon reflected on their experience with wolves and how essential they are to the world. Between you and I, Percy and Gordon do make quite a team together, don't you?